most beloved fast food chains, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC for short. From its humble beginnings in a small roadside restaurant in Kentucky to its current status as a global icon of fast food, KFC has come a long way. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the story of KFC. Origin. Sanders, who was born in 1890 in Henryville, Indiana. As a young man, Sanders worked a variety of jobs, including as a farmhand, a streetcar conductor, and a tire salesman. He was also a talented cook and began running a small cafe in his hometown of Corbin, Kentucky. Sanders soon became known for his delicious fried chicken, which he cooked in a pressure cooker to make it extra crispy. His chicken was so popular that he began to sell it to other restaurants in the area. Sanders also began developing his famous secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, which he used to season his chicken. In 1935, Sanders was made an honorary Kentucky colonel in recognition of his contributions to the state's cuisine. He began calling himself Colonel Sanders and adopted his now famous white suit and string tie as his trademark. In 1939, Sanders opened a new restaurant in North Corbin, which he called Sanders Court and Cafe. The restaurant was a success, and Sanders soon expanded his operation, adding a motel and gas station. However, disaster struck in 1950 when a new highway was built, bypassing North Corbin and cutting off much of Sanders' business. Undeterred, Sanders hit the road, traveling across the United States to sell his chicken recipe to other restaurants. He eventually found success, franchising his first restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah in 1952. Over the next few years, the KFC chain grew rapidly, with new restaurants opening across the United States and even in other countries. As KFC expanded, Sanders became known for his quirky personality and marketing stunts. He appeared in television commercials and traveled the country in a customized limousine, spreading the word about his delicious chicken. He also became involved in philanthropy, donating money to charitable causes and founding a foundation to help children in need. By the mid-1960s, KFC had become one of the most popular fast food chains in the world. Sanders sold the company in 1964 for $2 million, but remained involved as a spokesperson and consultant until his death in 1980. Expansion and challenges. In the 1960s, KFC continued to expand rapidly, with new restaurants opening not just in the United States, but also in Canada, Mexico, and other countries around the world. The chain's popularity continued to grow, and by the end of the decade, KFC had more than 3,000 locations in 48 countries. However, with this rapid expansion came new challenges. KFC faced increased competition from other fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King, as well as concerns over the health effects of its high-fat, high-calorie menu items. To address these challenges, KFC began to diversify its menu, introducing new items like grilled chicken and salads. The chain also experimented with new restaurant designs, introducing modern, streamlined locations that were more in line with contemporary fast food trends. In the 1980s and 1990s, KFC faced new challenges as the fast food industry became more crowded and competitive than ever. The chain struggled to keep up with changing consumer tastes and preferences, and saw its market share decline as a result. To address these challenges, KFC began a major brand revitalization effort in the late 1990s. The company introduced a new logo and tagline, "We Do Chicken Right," and launched a series of new ad campaigns featuring celebrities like Jason Alexander and Reba McEntire. KFC also continued to experiment with its menu, introducing new items like popcorn chicken, chicken strips, and the famous bowl, which combined chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn in a single dish. The chain also began to focus on expanding its international presence, with new locations opening in countries like China, India, and Russia. Despite these efforts, KFC continued to face challenges in the early 2000s. In 2003, the chain faced a major public relations crisis when an outbreak of mad cow disease in the United States led to a decline in beef consumption and a drop in sales for many fast food chains, including KFC. The company also faced criticism over its labor practices and the treatment of chickens in its supply chain. To address these concerns, KFC introduced new policies aimed at improving the sustainability and ethical practices of its operations. The company began using only chickens that had been raised without antibiotics and pledged to eliminate the use of non-recyclable foam packaging by 2020. In recent years, KFC has continued to evolve and innovate, introducing new menu items like plant-based chicken, made from ingredients like pea protein and seitan. The chain has also continued to focus on improving the sustainability of its operations by reducing waste and greenhouse gas emissions. Despite these efforts, KFC has faced its share of controversies over the years. In 2012, the chain was criticized for the treatment of chickens in its supply chain, leading to changes in its animal welfare policies. In 2020, KFC was also accused of having a sexist ad campaign in Australia, which led to the company pulling the ads and issuing an apology. The Colonel's legacy, KFC's impact on the fast food industry and popular culture cannot be overstated. The chain's signature fried chicken has become a cultural icon, recognized and beloved by people around the world. KFC's success has also paved the way for other fast food chains to expand globally and become household names. KFC's innovative approach to franchising and marketing has also had a lasting impact on the fast food industry. KFC was one of the first chains to use franchising as a way to expand rapidly, and its success inspired other chains to adopt the same model. KFC's marketing campaigns, featuring iconic slogans like "Finger-Lickin good," have also been widely imitated and parodied over the years. KFC's influence can also be seen in the development of the fast food industry in Asia, where the chain has been particularly successful. In countries like China and Japan, KFC has become a cultural phenomenon, with its menu adapted to local tastes and preferences. KFC has also been credited with introducing many Americans to Asian flavors and cooking styles, with dishes like General Tso's chicken and sweet and sour chicken becoming popular in the United States. However, KFC's impact has not been entirely positive. The chain has faced criticism over the years for the nutritional quality of its menu, which is high in fat, salt, and calories. Some critics have also accused KFC of contributing to the obesity epidemic and other health problems, particularly in countries where the chain has a large presence. KFC has also faced controversy over its labor practices and the treatment of chickens in its supply chain. The company has been accused of using suppliers that engage in cruel and inhumane practices and of contributing to the overuse of antibiotics in agriculture. To address these concerns, KFC has implemented a number of policies aimed at improving the sustainability and ethical practices of its operations. The company has pledged to use only chickens that have been raised without antibiotics and to eliminate the use of non-recyclable foam packaging by 2020. KFC has also made efforts to improve the treatment of chickens in its supply chain, working with suppliers to implement more humane practices. Despite these challenges, KFC remains a major player in the fast food industry, with a loyal customer base and a global reach that few other chains can match. KFC's innovative approach to franchising and marketing has set the standard for other chains to follow, and its iconic fried chicken has become a cultural touchstone for millions of people around the world. KFC Today. As the fast food industry continues to evolve and adapt to changing consumer preferences, KFC faces a number of challenges and opportunities in the years ahead. Here are some key trends and developments that could shape the future of KFC. Health and sustainability. As consumers become more health conscious and aware of the environmental impact of their food choices, KFC will need to adapt its menu and operations to meet these changing expectations. This could involve introducing healthier menu options, using more sustainable ingredients and packaging, and improving the treatment of animals in its supply chain. KFC has already taken steps in this direction, but there is still room for improvement. Technology and digital transformation. The rise of digital technology and e-commerce has transformed the way consumers interact with fast food chains, and KFC is no exception. The company has already embraced technology in a number of ways, such as offering online ordering and delivery services and experimenting with mobile ordering and payment options. As technology continues to advance, KFC will need to stay ahead of the curve to remain competitive. Innovation and menu expansion. While KFC's fried chicken is its signature dish, the company has also experimented with a range of menu items over the years, such as sandwiches, salads, and wraps. In the future, KFC may continue to expand its menu to cater to changing tastes and preferences, and to appeal to a wider range of consumers. Global expansion. KFC has already achieved global success, with restaurants in over 100 countries around the world. However, there are still untapped markets and opportunities for growth, particularly in emerging economies like India and Africa. To expand successfully, KFC will need to adapt its menu and operations to suit local tastes and preferences, while also maintaining its core brand identity. Brand and marketing. KFC's marketing campaigns have been a key part of its success over the years, and the company has always been willing to take risks and try new things. In the future, KFC may continue to push the boundaries with its marketing, using social media and other digital channels to reach younger consumers and build brand awareness. One area where KFC is already innovating is in the area of plant-based meats. In 2019, KFC began testing a vegan chicken alternative in the United Kingdom, made from a blend of wheat protein and other ingredients. The product was a hit with customers, selling out within 4 days of its launch. KFC has since expanded its plant-based offerings to other markets, including the United States and Canada. Another area where KFC is experimenting is in the use of 3D printing technology to create custom chicken nuggets. In collaboration with a Russian company called 3D Bioprinting Solutions, KFC has developed a process for printing chicken tissue using a bioprinter. While the technology is still in its early stages, it has the potential to revolutionize the way meat products are produced and consumed in the future. Conclusion. And there you have it, the story of KFC. From its humble beginnings in a small Kentucky town to its status as a global fast food icon, KFC has come a long way. Through its many challenges and controversies, the chain has remained committed to its core values of quality, innovation, and great tasting food. So the next time you sit down to enjoy a bucket of KFC's famous fried chicken, you can appreciate the rich history and legacy that goes into every bite.